Good morning, YouTube. Hope everybody's well. So I'm walking to the gym. I'm having a nice stroll. Beautiful day for it. So I thought I'd come on and have a bit of a waffle. But I want to come on and talk about the benefits of training, the way I'm training, with bulging discs and nerve damage. Now, when I was going for the MRI scans and we were trying to find out what was wrong with me, I was told to rest. You cannot be taking punches, you can't box, and you can't lift weights, you can't train, you can't do nothing. Basically, they wanted me to sit on my ass and do absolutely fuck all. Now, I couldn't do that. There's no way I could do that, because if you're anything like me, who's a bit of a fat kid at heart, I'll eat myself into oblivion. I will eat myself silly. I love food. Food is the new cocaine for me, and I can eat myself silly. And not only that, I can comfort eat. I can eat and eat and eat until I knock myself sick. And I couldn't allow that to happen. I've been there before, where I've been almost 21 stone, big fat slob, struggled getting a stitch, playing with the kids and running up and down the stairs. So I thought, I can't do that. And I said to the doctor, look, I can't sit and do nothing. Like, I'm going to tell you right now, like, I'm going to work around it, and I'm not going to stop. And they went, well, you'll have the possibility of making it worse. Now, what I did was, I tested the waters with the boxing. I was testing the waters with my weightlifting and my strength and conditioning to see where I was and see what I could work out with. It turns out that I've come to a point where I can only box once a week, because once I've boxed for about 2 or 3 days, my left arm is in bits, all the way up to the shoulder, all the way down to the thumb, down through my forearm, all the way down to my thumb, to the point where I can't pick a cup of coffee up. I cannot hold my left arm up. So we box once a week, and I lift weight and strength and conditioning the rest of the days. Now, the way I lift weight is slow, it's controlled, it's intense. Now, I'm lifting weights to the point where as soon as I start feeling a little bit of pain in my left arm, I'll stop. I'll stop, I'll rest, and then I'll go again. So the gauge of my, when you're lifting weights, you sort of, when you get to that last 2 or 3 reps and it starts getting really, really hard, and you can't lift no more, you stop. I'm working off that with the injury that I have. So if I'm doing press, chest press, shoulder press, biceps, triceps, no matter what I'm doing, if it comes to it where, the pain starts to get a little bit unbearable, then I stop. I have a minute rest, then I go again. And that's how I'm working the training. And what I'm finding that is, the pain is always there, but I'm still getting stronger. My body's still taking shape. I'm still getting conditioned, and I'm still staying fit. So I'm working around this injury very fucking well. The injury's still there, but I'm managing to cope with training around it. Now, I went back to the doctors, spoke to the surgeon, spoke to the doctors, and they were like, you're looking well, you still been training? I said, yes, and I haven't stopped, and checks me out, goes through the procedure of getting checked and stuff like that, and they're like, don't stop training. Seems okay, hasn't got any worse, still, this injury can be reversed, don't worry about it, they will be operating on you, and, you'll need a couple of months off, but probably no new, still going to carry on training. I says, I'll work around it, like I always do, like I always have done, ever since I, battled through addiction, and become clean and sober. Fitness, gym and health has always been an obsession to me, and I'm getting good at it. I'm getting good at staying healthy, I'm getting good at staying in shape, I'm getting good at eating well, I'm getting good at staying fit. Over the last 10 years of my life, whether I've been fighting or not, I've always been in shape. Whether I've been big and strong, whether I've been lean and small, sharp and fast, it doesn't matter. I've always stayed in shape. Health is detrimental to me. Do you know what I mean? It's my new addiction. It's my new obsession. So I get it. Like, I get these people, when I had bulging discs, I couldn't move. You're still training, or you're doing this. Fucking right, I'm still training. I am not going to apologise to anyone because I can still lift weights, because I still look good. I'm not being able to train how I used to. I can't take punches to the head, can't take punches to the face. I mean, pick Jardine, my friend and brother, Leon Scott, my friend and brother who I train with all the time. These guys are half the size of me, and when I'm moving around with these and they're punching me in the face or in the head, and my neck's jarring back, it's hurting me. You know, it's hurting my neck. It doesn't feel right. Something doesn't feel natural in my spine and in my neck. You know, hello mate. So that is why I am not fighting no more. Or as it stands, I'm not fighting at the moment. You know, if I get this operation and it turns out, oh, everything's okay, you know, I can start sparring again, start training again. You know, because even if I wasn't to fight again, I'd love to still be able to spar. You know, there's any amount of athletes and top fighters that want me to be part of their camp. You know, boxers all across the country. I'm getting messages 24/7 of people wanting me to spar and wanting me to train alongside them. And as it stands, I can't. You know, I'm losing out on massive opportunities on sparring with some top elite fighters. You know, UFC fighters, professional boxers, bare knuckle lads. You know, K1 fighters. There's people reaching out all the time on my Instagram. You know, wanting me to spar and fight them. You know, say what you want about me, about my fighting ability and about me as a person, but you cannot knock what I am. You know, I've got drive. I'm consistent. You know, fitness and health I'm very fucking good at, which makes me a good personal trainer as well. You know, I don't pay attention much now to people on YouTube and this corner of YouTube now. The people who want to bash me in the comment section. It sometimes gives me things to talk about, so I actually enjoy it. You know, I can go through my comment section and think, okay, I can address that. Okay, I can talk about that. Whether it's respectful or negative or hateful stuff, it doesn't matter to me because it helps the channel grow. It helps with the algorithm. You know, I'm no longer a sensitive soul around all this stuff now, and I actually enjoy it. You know, I actually go through my comment section, listening to criticism, listening to shitty opinions, listening to good opinions, loving the respectful and support, the respectful comments and all the support that I get on this channel. It absolutely blows my mind. You know, it blows my mind. You know, the small amount of people that absolutely follow me on this journey in this corner of YouTube. It makes, you know, makes it all worthwhile. It really does. You know, but yeah, there's me rant over, guys. God bless. Take care.